Hi everyone, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. I will update you every day for the NBA standings, game results and NBA schedule for 2025 to 2026 regular season. Let's go! For the NBA standings in Eastern Conference, the Detroit Pistons still leading the first spot with the standing of 24 wins and 6 losses. The second spot is the New York Knicks with 20 wins and 9 losses. The third spot is the Boston Celtics with 18 wins and 11 losses. The fourth spot is the Toronto Raptors with 18 wins and 13 losses. The fifth spot is the Philadelphia 76ers with 16 wins and 12 losses. The sixth spot is the Orlando Magic with 17 wins and 13 losses. The seventh spot is the Cleveland Cavaliers with 17 wins and 14 losses. The eighth spot is the Miami Heat with 15 wins and 15 losses. The ninth spot is the Atlanta Hawks with 15 wins and 16 losses. The 10th spot is the Chicago Bulls with 14 wins and 15 losses. The 11th spot is the Milwaukee Bucks with 12 wins and 18 losses. The 12th spot is the Charlotte Hornets with 10 wins and 20 losses. The 13th spot is the Brooklyn Nets with 9 wins and 19 losses. The 14th spot is the Indiana Pacers with 6 wins and 24 losses. And for the 15th spot is the Washington Wizards with 5 wins and 23 losses. And for the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder still dominates the first spot with the standing of 26 wins and 4 losses. The second spot is the San Antonio Spurs with 22 wins and 7 losses. The third spot is the Denver Nuggets with 21 wins and 8 losses. The fourth spot is the Los Angeles Lakers with 19 wins and 9 losses. The fifth spot is the Minnesota Timberwolves with 20 wins and 10 losses. The sixth spot is the Houston Rockets with 17 wins and 10 losses. The seventh spot is the Phoenix Suns with 16 wins and 13 losses. The eighth spot is the Golden State Warriors with 15 wins and 15 losses. The ninth spot is the Memphis Grizzlies with 14 wins and 16 losses. The 10th spot is the Portland Trail Blazers with 12 wins and 18 losses. The 11th spot is the Dallas Mavericks with 12 wins and 19 losses. The 12th spot is the Utah Jazz with 10 wins and 19 losses. The 13th spot is the Los Angeles Clippers with 8 wins and 21 losses. The 14th spot is the New Orleans Pelicans with 8 wins and 23 losses. And for the 15th spot is the Sacramento Kings with 7 wins and 23 losses. And here are the today's game results. For the first game, the Brooklyn Nets beat the Philadelphia 76ers with the score of 114-106. And here are the box score for Brooklyn Nets. Michael Porter Jr. leading the game with 28 points, 1 assist and 5 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Igor Demon with 20 points, 5 assists and 2 boards. And here are the box score for Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid leading the game with 27 points, 4 assists and 6 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Paul George with 19 points, 2 assists and 4 boards. For the second game, the Charlotte Hornets beat the Washington Wizards with the score of 126-109. And here are the box score for Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo Ball leading the game with 23 points, 9 assists and 2 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Brandon Miller with 20 points, 4 assists and 4 boards. And here are the box score for Washington Wizards. Chris Middleton leading the game with 16 points, 1 assist and 1 board. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Marvin Bagley III with 15 points, 1 assist and 3 boards. For the third game, the Toronto Raptors beat the Miami Heat with the score of 112-91. And here are the box score for Toronto Raptors. Scotty Barnes leading the game with 27 points, 4 assists and 8 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Emmanuel Quickley with 18 points, 7 assists and 5 boards. And here are the box score for Miami Heat. Jamie Jaquez Jr. leading the game with 21 points, 2 assists and 2 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Norman Powell with 17 points, 6 assists and 6 boards. For the fourth game, the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the New Orleans Pelicans with the score of 141-118. And here are the box score for Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell leading the game with 27 points, 4 assists and 4 boards. followed by the second leading scorer, which is Sam Merrill with 22 points, 7 assists and 6 boards. And here are the box score for New Orleans Pelicans. Zion Williamson leading the game with 26 points, 1 assist and 5 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Derek Queen with 21 points, 5 assists and 7 boards. For the fifth game, the Milwaukee Bucks beat the Indiana Pacers with the score of 111-94. And here are the box score for Milwaukee Bucks. Kevin Porter Jr. leading the game with 24 points, 5 assists and 6 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Ryan Rollins with 23 points, 4 assists and 7 boards. And here are the box score for Indiana Pacers. TJ McConnell leading the game with 16 points, 6 assists and 2 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Pascal Siakam with 15 points, 2 assists and 9 boards. For the sixth game, the Chicago Bulls beat the Atlanta Hawks with the score of 126-123. And here are the box score for Chicago Bulls. Kobe White leading the game with 24 points and 4 assists. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Nikola Vucevic with a double-double performance of 21 points and 10 boards. And here are the box score for Atlanta Hawks. Jalen Johnson leading the game with an almost triple-double performance of 24 points, 10 assists and 9 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Trae Young with double-double performance of 22 points and 15 assists. For the seventh game, the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the New York Knicks with the score of 115-104. And here are the box score for Minnesota Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards leading the game with 38 points, 2 assists and 2 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Julius Randle with 25 points, 3 assists and 6 boards. And here are the box score for New York Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns leading the game with a double-double performance of 40 points and 13 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Tyler Kolek with a double-double performance as well with 20 points and 11 boards. For the eighth game, the Dallas Mavericks beat the Denver Nuggets with the score of 131-130. And here are the box score for Dallas Mavericks. Cooper Flagg leading the game with an almost triple-double performance of 33 points, 9 assists and 9 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Anthony Davis with 31 points, 4 assists and 9 boards. And here are the box score for Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray leading the game with a double-double performance of 31 points and 14 assists. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Nikola Jokic with a double-double performance as well with 29 points and 14 assists. For the ninth game, the San Antonio Spurs beat the Oklahoma City Thunder with the score of 130-110. And here are the box score for San Antonio Spurs. Keldon Johnson leading the game with 25 points. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Stephon Castle with 24 points. And here are the box score for Oklahoma City Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the game with 33 points, 8 assists and 3 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Jalen Williams with 17 points, 8 assists and 6 boards. For the 10th game, the Memphis Grizzlies beat the Utah Jazz with the score of 137-128. And here are the box score for Memphis Grizzlies. Santi Aldama leading the game with 37 points, 7 assists and 5 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Jaren Jackson Jr. with 21 points, 2 assists and 7 boards. And here are the box score for Utah Jazz. Kyle Filipowski leading the game with a double-double performance of 25 points and 13 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Keontae George with 24 points, 4 assists and 2 boards. For the 11th game, the Phoenix Suns beat the Los Angeles Lakers with the score of 132-108. And here are the box score for Phoenix Suns. Dillon Brooks leading the game with 25 points. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Devin Booker with a double-double performance of 21 points and 11 assists. And here are the box score for Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James leading the game with 23 points, 6 assists and 2 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Austin Reeves with 17 points, 2 assists and 2 boards. For the 12th game, the Detroit Pistons beat the Sacramento Kings with the score of 136-127. And here are the box score for Detroit Pistons. Tobias Harris leading the game with 24 points, 4 assists and 4 boards. Followed by the second leading scorers, which are Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham with 23 points each. And here are the box score for Sacramento Kings. DeMar DeRozan leading the game with 37 points, 8 assists and 3 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Russell Westbrook with 27 points, 4 assists and 6 boards. For the 13th game, the Orlando Magic beat the Portland Trail Blazers with the score of 110-106. And here are the box score for Orlando Magic. Desmond Bane leading the game with 23 points, 5 assists and 4 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Anthony Black with 22 points, 6 assists and 7 boards. And here are the box score for Portland Trail Blazers. Denny Avdija leading the game with 25 points, 8 assists and 6 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is Shaedon Sharpe with 22 points, 2 assists and 3 boards. For the last and 14th game, the Los Angeles Clippers beat the Houston Rockets with the score of 128-108. And here are the box score for Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi Leonard leading the game with 41 points, 8 assists and 5 boards. Followed by the second leading scorer, which is James Harden with 29 points, 6 assists and 4 boards. And here are the box score for Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant leading the game with 22 points, 1 assist and 5 boards. Followed by the second leading scorers, which are Alperen Şengün and Amen Thompson with 19 points each. For the last portion, here are the 5 games schedule on December 26th at Friday morning, Philippine time. For the first game at 1 a.m., it's Knicks against the Cavaliers. For the second game at 3:30 a.m., it's Thunder against the Spurs. For the third game at 6 a.m., it's Warriors against the Mavericks. For the fourth game at 9 a.m., it's Lakers against the Rockets. For the last and fifth game at 11:30 a.m., it's Nuggets against the Timberwolves. Thanks for watching.